Can the agency earn you more money than Cayo Perico? Well, today I'm going to answer this question for all of you, whether you've been a grinder since day one, a mid-tier player who grinds it maybe 2 or 3 times a week, or maybe you're a brand new player who hasn't even bought either of the businesses yet. The answer for all of you is completely different. But also, I'll give you guys pros and cons to owning the agency and also owning the sub, seeing as they're both $2 million base price. However, starting off with a blunt-faced question of for all the grinders out there, is the agency going to earn you more money than Cayo Perico? Well, for you grinders who have been grinding Cayo Perico since day one, you know the ins and outs of Cayo Perico. You've got your struts. You're completing Cayo Perico back to back to back in less than an hour every single time. For you lot, it's going to be a stick to your guns to Cayo Perico, because again, you know the strats for Cayo Perico. You don't for the agency. But also, the agency is a 1 hour delay in between each time. Obviously, if you're a big brain smart boy, you can do Cayo Perico between them times if you do like the agency. However, you're just going to buy the agency or Cayo Perico. You have to choose one for this video. So for all the grinders out there who've been grinding it since day one, stick to your guns and just stick to playing Cayo Perico. However, for the rest of you lot, here is going to be your answer now. Overall, Cayo Perico will earn you an average of about $1.25 to $2 million, and seeing as you've not been grinding it, it will take you about 1 to 1.5 hours to potentially completing. The agency is slightly different. The agency will earn you about $1.1 million every single time confirmed. That's on average, it'll earn you about 1.1 million, as the missions in between earn you about a couple thousand, about 7 to maybe 10 grand each mission. So seeing as there's more than 10 of them, we'll just round that up to $100,000. So a confirmed 1.1 million, however, it will take you about 1.5 to 2 hours. So overall, half an hour more than Cayo Perico. However, you can get unlucky with Cayo Perico and get a bad spawn. All your secondaries are completely trashed, and overall you have the cheapest high-end product. So overall, you'll earn less than $1 million if you don't get the secondaries, but also potentially earn about just a little over $1 million, same as the agency. However, when it comes to what I said before, there is a 1 hour delay between the agency and also Cayo Perico. So you have to then make the choice. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the 100% every single time getting 1.1 million, but then having to wait afterwards for them to play it again? Or do you prefer the higher risk and also higher skill level of Cayo Perico when it comes to it, earning you potentially more money and overall quicker? That's just going to have to be something that you think about, that your skill level. Can you take out an entire island and obviously steal that product every single hour? Most likely, if you haven't been grinding it, most likely not, and the agency is going to be for you. But if you still can't make your mind up, here are some pros and cons to owning the agency. The agency base price is $2 million. All the locations are decent. There's no real location that's better than the rest of them. Obviously, you've got the one that's obviously 2.8 million on the main road right next to the casino. So overall, that one is quite good. However, you're going to be saving yourself maybe a minute if you're in a car driving from each office. So overall, it doesn't really matter about location. However, what does matter is the sub being in the middle of the fucking ocean, where grinders are obviously there, but also griefers are going to be there, blowing you up and blowing your sub up. Once you're in your sub, you're not protected. Someone can just lock on and blow up your sub. If you're inside your office, inside your agency, then you're completely safe. Start the mission and then take as long as you want to leave, because no one can kill you. Even pet the dog on your way out. However, the major pro that I wanted to talk about here is obviously you get a free personal vehicle, pretty much. You own a free armored vehicle when you buy the agency, and also you get a free helicopter that you can just spawn in. Normally, you have to buy a helicopter in order to spawn in through these menus. However, this one, you get a completely free one. So that is very, very easy for you to complete missions. Just start the mission, go downstairs, spawn in that helicopter, and you're off doing the mission. With obviously Cayo Perico, in order to get the helicopter with the sub, is obviously an upgrade that you have to fork out an extra $1 million for. So when it comes to that, agency wins. So with this all said and done, if you had exactly $2 million and you had the choice of buying the agency or buying the Cayo Perico sub and you're not a veteran of the sub, because obviously you don't own the sub yet, then I would say buy the agency. The agency is a confirmed $1+ million. You get a free helicopter and a free armored vehicle, so you don't even have to buy the Kuruma anymore, but also you then get a property that you can then grind. You also get a safe, you get a bunch of other contracts, and overall it's a good time for a new player. So in my personal opinion, the agency is going to be better than Cayo Perico for the new players. If you're a veteran, just stick to Cayo Perico. However, with all this said and done, please do go check out this video up here recommended to you by YouTube, but also check out this video down here, which is actually my latest upload. However, with all that said, hope you have a fan-fucking-tastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.